What is going on, everyone? Mr. Mom Collectibles. I am back with another video. It's going to be a quick one, but I definitely wanted to share these updates. Jazzinc just put out a post on their Facebook group, which leads them to their website, that they've actually put out some updated prototype photos of the '89 Batmobile, and I'm super excited to go through them. I just gave them a quick glance because I wanted to actually do a video to get a better reaction out of these, but let's jump into it and check out the new photos. All right, guys, so here you have it. So when you go over to the Jazzinc page, they have it listed right here. Here are the final prototypes for the '89 Batmobile. It looks outstanding from what I see. In terms of the actual post here, I just want to go over it. It says new product pictures are on the site. Not all last-minute additions are visible. Text on the tires, new steering wheel, etc., will come later in the early production samples. But like I said, we'll take a look at here, and we'll go over to Jazzinc's website, because that was the one thing actually about their website was when you go to pre-order the car, it was pretty much always just a stock photo of the Batmobile, the actual car itself. But now we actually have some sustenance. We did see some videos of Jazzinc putting out. I did a video of that prior reaction to a comparison of this versus the Hot Toys one. If you want to check that out, that's on the channel. But here we have the actual photos of the car, and it's outstanding. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to kind of reserve my expectations and kind of my excitement and try to be a little more reserved, but I can't help it though. It looks fantastic. I mean, like I said, this is one of my all-time favorite. It's my top three in terms of movie cars. It's this, the Back to the Future DeLorean, and the Ecto-1. I mean, those are like my top three all-time favorite movie cars. And so when you're seeing this made to this kind of quality and standard, it is pretty amazing. And like I said, I've been kind of documenting a lot of this because I'm a first-time Jazzinc purchaser. So for those who own their products, they kind of know what to expect, and the hype is there. They understand all that stuff. For me, I'm going through this whole experience kind of through a different lens because I've never bought any of their products before. Now, like I said this time and time again, I do have the Hot Toys '89 on pre-order. And this one, I definitely took a little bit. The Hot Toys one, I day one pre-ordered it. Like I jumped on it instantly. This one took me a little bit because, like I said, it's a lot more money. It's definitely an investment. And I say this all the time. This car is not meant for every collector. When you're comparing the Hot Toys and the Jazzinc, I don't think that there's a loser. I don't think this one's better than that one. They're two different products, two different price points, and they're for two different types of collectors. It just depends on how invested you are in this IP. For me, '89 Batman, I'm all in on a lot of stuff, and so the presence that this car has is just it's something that means so much to me. And so that's what finally drove me to say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to do a deposit, and I got this on payment plan. I'm a little over halfway done on this. So like we'll go on their website. And so for you guys watching this video, because Yoast did say, I believe January 11th. So I'll have this video out today, which is Wednesday, January 10th. But by like the 11th, the 12th, I believe is the last day of cutoffs. And so we'll just double check on the website. But these photos, the prototype, it looks fantastic. I mean, it's just the paint job looks great. I had concerns about the paint because they were talking about it being a two-tone, like a black green with like a purple, because it was a multicolored paint at the end of the day. The car just wasn't black. Depending on the lighting and where you saw it, it did kind of give off a different type of reflection. For me, I am 100% satisfied in everything I see. The lenses look great in terms of that yellowish, that dark yellowish lens, the shape of the vehicle, and over the overall size. Like you see this, you start to see the comparisons now. Like, when you look at this photo compared to, the Hot Toys Batmobile, I mean, I'll pull this up so you guys can take a look. We'll look at the Hot Toys one real fast from '89, and like the photo of Batman standing next to it. I mean, there is a difference. You can see here's the Hot Toys one. And like, for example, the real shot that puts it into perspective for me is this one here with the figure. Like here it is, Batman with the car, and this is the Hot Toys version. And then you see him next to the Jazzinc one. I mean, there is a definitive, to me, I see a difference. Other collectors might look at it and see, well, I see the difference in the shape of the car, the size of it, the color. But like I said, these are two different types of products, and I'm not here to criticize which one's better than other. I mean, I'm getting both of them. That's how much of a, that's how much I'm addicted to, is I'm getting both of them. So I don't know, maybe I don't have the best judgment per se, but I really love what I'm seeing here in terms of the prototype and the photos. I say this, I hope it delivers. obviously, like anything, doing a prototype and moving into mass production of any type of quantity, there's always questions of, does it live up to the prototype? That's the only thing. I love the mixture of die cast parts on this car. I do like how Yoast kind of took a lot of community feedback and kind of did it with a very cautiously, because I know a lot of people, like, they wanted the whole car to be die cast. There was a lot of unrealistic things, motorized canopy, things like that. But Yoast, I think, was smart in picking and choosing the things to put on the car and kind of satisfying everybody. It seems to be met with a very strong positive response. I believe the sales on this were probably, I think it's one of the best he said he's ever had, if not the best he's ever had. And so, like I said, it looks it looks mind blowing to me. And I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to gush over it. I'm not trying to be like, oh, Jazzinc fanboy, but I'm giving you my honest opinion, seeing the process from start to finish. I was very concerned putting down a deposit on something. And I said this from the beginning, like when this car was announced, and as always in the community, you get the whole back and forth. Well, Jazzinc versus Hot Toys, which one's better? I always said, well, the problem is we don't have a prototype of Jazzinc to compare to. You're comparing Jazzinc's previous products to Hot Toys, and even like Hot Toys, they didn't do a 2.0 of the Batmobile. Even as of making this video, it's still the original Batmobile, so it's basically a reissue. And so at the time of this announcement, I was like, let me see a prototype of Jazzinc. Let me see what they bring to the table, because it's, from my experience of what I see, it's an ever evolving process where, the more pre-orders he got, he was able to add more stuff. I mean, just saying, being able to add text and things to the tires, different steering wheel, more die-cast parts. So it's an ever evolving process. I feel like it's not truly done until like the minute it goes into production. They're always trying to add more, but I mean, the body design, the lines of this car, the paint job, it just looks so sleek. It's an awesome looking vehicle, and right now I think it's being done justice. I have talked to a few other people that are Jazzinc owners, and like they're just still like mind blown by the car. Like, it looks amazing. It looks like here in these photos you're looking at like a full scale version of the car, like in a showroom. Like, this doesn't look like a 1/6 scale vehicle until you see a photo like this. And it's pretty cool seeing the accessories. Like I said, the machine gun flaps. You have the kneecappers, if you want to call that. So like the Hot Toys version, it's a hybrid between Batman and Batman Returns. It was basically the same vehicle used. I'm talking about just like the overall vehicle. I mean, the cars were a little bit different in paint and stuff like that. They were different cars used, but in retrospect, I mean, it was meant to be pretty much the same car, but just different actual features. So here it looks like you have the rotating base from Batman Returns. You also have the, like I said, the kneecappers or the shin breakers, if you want to call them that. And then you have the machine guns from, Batman, and here's the covers for them, things like that. So it really is, like I said, with Hot Toys, it's a hybrid vehicle where you're getting both versions. So it's going to give collectors the options to display, light up, smoke, sound effects, all that stuff that's come with it. I mean, even the inside looks really awesome. Really awesome. I think Yoast noted that he was trying to tone down on the lighting a little bit because it was very bright, but it looks great to me. I won't be putting my figure in it, but I mean, look at the sheer scale of this compared to the Hot Toys figure. Like, unbelievable. And then you compare, I mean, I see a difference. I mean, I 100% see a difference. The biggest difference to me is really when you're looking at the one thing that for me that always stood out in terms of the eye-opening difference, and you see this in the comparison video, is the length from the canopy to the front of the nose. And from there to there, like, there is a distinguishable difference in my opinion. The Hot Toys one does look like it's just black plastic, where the Jazzinc one legitimately looks like a car that was properly painted. It just looks like it had a proper paint job to it, like an actual vehicle, where like this looks like molded plastic. I'm not shooting down Hot Toys. Like I said, I'm invested in both. So I'm trying to give you a subjective opinion on both sides, because I am getting both vehicles. I say that time and time again. So I'm invested in both. So I'm not trying to criticize, but that is just what the reality is. Yeah, hit a home run with this. I'm really glad that these are on the product page of Jazzinc. And then when you go back to the actual car, like I said, it's $14.99. You can do a deposit or pay in full. Right now, the car latest additional features added as of December 2023: spinning turbine, 22-inch die-cast metal, 22 die-cast pieces on the car, separate metal bat wheels, die-cast bat discs, filler caps, side mount for side pods, all metal grille. It's just the list goes on and on. These are all features that were added on once there was more pre-orders. And then here's the comparison video that Jazzinc did between theirs and Hot Toys version. And then I'm just looking at the actual, yeah, so like right now we are in the batch 3. So it looks like if you were to pre-order this car, you would move potentially into batch 3, potentially batch 4. Like I said, I don't know how it works. Like if the cutoff is going to be in 1 or 2 days, I guess you'd move into a 4th batch. So we're going to see how many vehicles are actually in each batch. I think he sold a couple hundred of them. So we're going to see. I believe I'm slated for potentially batch 2 going into batch 3. I think I'm batch 3. I'm sorry, batch 2. I'm August. If I pay mine on time and maintain the schedule, I'd fall into the August batch 2. That's where I'm at right now. But like I said, it's really awesome. I mean, there's just so many awesome photos to look at in terms of the design of the vehicle and stuff. So I'm excited to see more to come. Yoast said on their Facebook page that there is more photos to come. Here's a final product, and it didn't include the extras, but for me, I can't help but deny that, you know, it looks like it's a home run. The only missing piece, which I've said from the beginning, is I don't doubt that the prototype is going to look great, but let's just hopefully the quality maintains into the final. I'm not trying to put seeds of doubt in anything. As I said, I'm talking about this from an invested customer. So obviously I want it to be a home run throughout production. So I don't mean to sound negative by any means. I would say the same thing about Hot Toys. I'm very disappointed in Hot Toys that I was hoping that we would get an updated version that as of right now, they're just rolling out the same car. I was hoping that we would at least get like USB or something like that. I mean, as of now, it's legitimately the same car put out. There was rumors from Secret Base that they were going to be announcing an update on the vehicle. But like I said, as of making this video, we have not seen one. And this one is slated for an April 24 to September 24. So, I mean, if they were going to do some kind of update 2.0 or, you know, a refresh, I mean, it's going to has to happen in the next few months. But I mean, you're talking April to September, and Jazzinc, you know, they're looking at, you know, you're between July and December. So it's going to be an interesting time as a collector. I can't think of a better time. I mean, there's been so many movie vehicles from pop culture. You know, you got the Ecto 1 Afterlife, the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. Now you got 89 Batmobiles. I mean, it's been a fantastic time. And then the 22 Batmobile from the Batman from Jazzinc. So, and, you know, Jedi Starfighter. So, you know, if you're a collector, you know, of vehicles and stuff, I mean, there's no better time in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, are you picking up one or the other or both? Are you crazy like me and getting both? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you guys think of the updated photos? But I'm super excited for this one. So yeah, I can't even talk. But make sure to drop a like on this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll drop the link for this Jazzinc page in my description of the video if you are interested in pre-ordering this. There's no kickback. I'm not affiliated by any means. Just trying to help out collectors. I know the window is closing. I know that I was trying to see on the actual page if there was you know, a cutoff on this. Yeah, right here. So this is the page. I'll end it right here. So he's saying, you know, this is as of December 30th. Given the busyness of the holiday season, we heard your request for a little more time to pre-order the 89. We have now been able to negotiate one final extension for the pre-order closure date. Pre-order by January 11th, because pre-orders will close on January 12th. There you go, January 12th. So at the time of this video that you're watching now on my channel, it is January 10th. I will have this video out literally within a few hours. So you have until January 11th, and it's going to close on the 12th. So I will drop the link to this car in the description of the video if you guys are interested. So like I said, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.